What is good? Osiris here, stuck in the middle, and I'm doing this live on the Clips channel. Let me turn the mic up real quick. Check, mic check, mic check. I don't mean to laugh, but this is so funny. I'm going to talk about Ukraine and where we are with this. Joe Biden announced another 800 million. This is separate from the 800 million that he just announced just recently. They're just dropping 800 mil like it's nothing. So before I get to that, that's all that needs to be said. I thought this was funny. I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I apologize. Inna Sovsun. Inna Sovsun. And let's go look and see who she is or how she lists herself on Twitter. She's a blue check mark. And she is a member of the Ukraine parliament. I think she still is. She was the first deputy minister of education and science, 2014 to 2016. So this is somebody who represents the Ukrainian government. And I'll go check her out real quick, just to make sure that I'm accurate about what her position is. And usually I don't look this deep into it, but I want to look a little bit into it because it's like, I'm going to show you what she tweeted. Stay with me. You won't believe this. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So she's a Ukrainian professor and politician. Like I said, she served on Ukraine's deputy minister of education and science of Ukraine. She resigned from her post following a controversy involving an order that would have reduced staffing levels. That's not what I'm concerned about right now. So is it fair, the whole point of me looking this up, is it fair to say she represents the Ukrainian government in some way? Political party Holos. So she's involved with the Ukrainian government, basically. So let's look at what she said. She says, I appeal to American people in government. We're grateful for the stingers and javelins. She's talking about war weapons. And I'm learning more about war weapons more than ever. So what she's talking about being grateful for are weapons of war. Javelins are portable anti-tank missiles. Stingers are portable anti-aircraft missiles. We're talking about death and destruction. These stingers and javelins are I believe they're these type of things here that you see a tank. There's even TikTok videos on Twitter too of people in Ukraine videoing themselves using these and eliminating targets, often people. So I'm glad that you're grateful for them. I understand that. They're fighting for their lives, but they can surrender too. There's a lot of people in the world fighting for their lives. But we need a long-range weapon. So the stingers and javelins aren't enough. That it particularly important for Mariupol. U.S. has UAV Reapers MQ-9. It showed excellent work in Afghanistan. Afghanistan is one of the biggest failures of America. And she's bringing it up in regards to Ukraine. We don't want to hear about Afghanistan. We don't want another Afghanistan. This is like an awkward thing where they're bringing up stuff that is very controversial in America. We just pulled out of there and it was a disaster. We had 13 servicemen and women that died pulling out of this place? So she said it showed excellent work in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria. Now Ukraine needs it more than ever. This is the drone, the Reaper drone. So I said we just approved 14 billion in spending for Ukraine. All of that's not weapons, but it's all for Ukraine. There was a supply and inflation crisis before the war, before this thing even popped off. So you're asking us to sacrifice a lot. Think about the issues that we have in America. Does Ukraine give a damn about any of them? Like, this isn't a mutual relationship. And you don't even have to have money. You can express support. You can talk. That talk is cheap. Or do they have anything to say about, do they even know what the issues are in America? This isn't like, wow, these are cool. These are buddies that we go way back with. We got a big history with them in their country and them speaking out and helping us. So what are we sacrificing for? You can surrender. Your government let you down. That's not our responsibility. That's not my responsibility if you just paid taxes. We just had tax season. I'm not putting any money over there. Your government had plenty of time, put all your eggs in the basket of NATO, and now you're in a bad position. I get it. I got it. I wish you the best. But this is unacceptable. They're on Twitter begging for a $60 million drone like a crackhead on the corner. On Twitter. The Stingers and Javelins aren't enough. Well, if it's not enough, then you might have to think about bending the knee. And I don't care about Russia either. It's just a tough position that you're in. You could have maintained your neutrality. That was a choice from the government to protect your people. Maybe that's what you should have done. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you. Just stop begging us for money and weapons. We don't know each other like that. We aren't cool like that. I wish you the best, but this is out of line. 3.5 billion of that 14 was it? Wait. Yeah, 3.5 billion of the 14 billion went quickly, I quote, quickly and directly to provide Ukraine military equipment. This is directly from the bill explaining it. Provides 3.5 billion in authorities and associated funding to quickly provide crucial military equipment to Ukraine. Double the requests made by Biden. That's when Mitch McConnell got up and said, I can't believe it was so hard for us to get 14 billion for Ukraine. He tried to use that as a point against the Democrats. And Biden, I tweeted this on April 16th. Biden just approved, it was last week, 800 million in addition to the 3.5 billion. So I'm like, we're spending all this money to accomplish what exactly? We're just prolonging it. If we didn't give them all this money for weapons, they wouldn't be able to hold up. And I don't want anyone to die. But this is just prolonging it. What was the number one problem with Afghanistan? We just prolonged it. Biden unveiled, this was April 13th is the date, 800 million security package for Ukraine and call with Zelensky. I'm going to end with this. You won't believe this. We're risking the lives of everyone in the world with the sanctions, famine, already the inflation. We already had these pressures. And then on top of that, we're risking it for a country that really all Russia's asking for that I've seen is to stay neutral. We'll take the east part and stay neutral. As far as I'm concerned, I couldn't care less. I'm good with that. Save your people and agree. Keep us out of this. But no, we're risking the lives of everybody in the world, prolonging this. And the way that these officials are acting, Zelensky doing photo shoots, they're begging for drones on Twitter. It's a red flag. And there are verifiable false statements and lies coming out of Ukraine. I don't know who, I'm not going to allege who's doing that or not. But all of that is red flags. America needs to step up and say, number one, don't come out with any propaganda that's not true. We're backing with money and weapons. This stuff is hurting us. This is coming across as a red flag, and people are upset. Well, people really aren't upset. Most people aren't paying attention. Russia warned U.S. to stop arming Ukraine. That was April 15th. Russia has warned the United States that there will be unpredictable consequences if Washington keeps arming Ukraine. So we want to play around and find out. Don't take my word for anything. CIA director, this is from the New York Times, airs concern that Putin might turn to nuclear weapons. So there's times where I say the CIA, I don't know, you might be lying. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. I don't know. I'm just letting you know that's what they said, not me. So we're risking not just famine, we're risking the future of the planet. Russia has 6,000 nuclear weapons, over half of them able to be used quickly. So we might want to just chill for a second. No, no, oh no, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. You didn't think that was going to happen, right? You didn't think that was going to happen, that we were going to chill. DJ Khaled with another one. Another 800 million. This is a new 800 million in addition to the 3.5. In addition to the last 800 million. Another one. They're laundering money out in the open. All of Congress is complicit. I'm not going to be going to the Brandon card on this. All of them. All of them are complicit in this, even the ones I like. I'm sorry, y'all are in this. Thomas Massey, MTG, y'all are part of this. You could hold your vote on a lot of different things. You could do a lot more. Same with the border. Prepping another $800 million weapon package. It's like Ukraine is a crackhead and you keep feeding their habit. We are. That should be this money laundering, because we don't know where the money's going. They don't track that and let us know. You're like, where's the receipts? If you want to say, wait, why would you call it money laundering? Okay, show me the receipts. Like literally all the receipts for where that money's going. We got to wake up. Let me know what you think. Take care.